So, just got back. 2 weeks in Australia. And it's a bit chillier here. Just left 30-degree heat and got home for, what can it be, 3 or 4 degrees. Just unwrap the old girl. Let's see if she starts. Oh, no problem. No problem. Oh, yes. That's what we like to see. It goes with that. Better get them hand grips on. So, as I say, 2 weeks away in sunny Australia. Hopefully I've got some footage. I only use my drift camera, just point and shoot really. So the sound quality probably won't be all that, but you'll find out within this video, I should imagine. But yes, what a time and what a place. Absolutely fantastic to see the daughter. Absolutely can't. I've missed her so much. She only moved over there in January. But yeah, we are very tight, and yeah, for all the right reasons she's gone. But yeah, missed her loads, absolutely loads. Right, need some money. Give me money. Oh look, real money. Well, plastic tenors, the real English currency instead of them Australian dollars. Spend all your time working out how much everything actually costs. So yes, missed the daughter immensely. You know, we've FaceTimed and everything, but if you've got kids, you know, it's just not the same as seeing them in the flesh and being able to beat them So yeah, it's truly excellent catching up with her and her boyfriend, and they're doing all right. They're on, obviously, waiting for his sponsorship to go through. When that goes through, that gives him a 5-year, was it 5-year, I think, 5-year stay of execution, so long as he stays with the same firm. If at any point they decide to get rid of him, or if they fold or anything like that, he's got 28 days to find another sponsorship. Failing that, he's kicked out the country. And if that does happen, they're probably going to go to New Zealand. Which would be, it'd be a nightmare of a journey. It's bad enough. What did we do? 11 hours to Hong Kong, 2 hours stopover in Hong Kong. We're in the airport, not actually in Hong Kong. And then another 9 hours on to Sydney. So I don't know what it would be extra going down to New Zealand, depending on where in New Zealand, I suppose. But it's going to be a few more hours. But yeah, if that happens, that happens. So yeah, they're still waiting for the sponsorship to be sorted at the moment. They're on a bridging visa, which bridges them from the holiday visa to the working visa. Bit cheeky. Got that going through, and they nickname it the slave visa, which is how they're treating him on a lot of things. So whether he'll actually stay with the firm is another thing. But apart from that, they're doing really well. The daughter's in a really good job. With one of the top pharmaceutical companies. Yeah, any lane, mate. Back in the UK for 5 minutes and already complaining about the drivers. Get off my arse, pervert, picking on a youngster like me just because I'm cheap. Yes, and the only thing I've missed about the UK is the bikes. Could have hired a bike over there, but they wanted like £2,000 deposit or something. I think the cars we were paying, yeah, rent-a-bomb, which you can only drive within the city perimeters, I believe, was about $40 a day to rent, and they're just old cars really. They've got a few dents and scrapes in them, but the air conditioning worked, which was the main thing. And then for getting out and about, we rented off of Hertz, which was, what was it, that was about $40 or $50, but didn't include your comprehensive insurance. So rent-a-bomb was about £7 a day for your comprehensive insurance, which just means you smash the car up, you don't pay for anything. And Hertz was about 30 quid a day. So it worked out about 75 quid a day to hire theirs. But much nicer car though, much more modern car, which I suppose those rates are comparable with the UK, and if you hired for longer they were cheaper. But yeah, most of the holiday was spent in and around Sydney. Only really had the one trip out. Drove down through a national park down to the coast. absolutely no background whatsoever. There we go. Look. Oh God! And drove along the coast to Wollongong, I think it was called. Oh, back in the UK, where they try and kill you. Yeah, along the coast of Wollongong. It just looked like a nice route on Google Maps when I decided to hire a car and do a bit of travelling. And the coastal road was shown on Google Maps to actually bridge the sea at a couple of points, and it just thought that'd be a nice trip out, nice little drive. To see somewhere other than Sydney and its suburbs. That's what we did. Unfortunately, my daughter's boyfriend couldn't get any time off because he's on this sponsorship deal. He's actually self-employed, but they're sponsoring him, something like that. I didn't really go into details of it all, but he couldn't get any time off work, so we only really saw him in the evening. So it was me, the missus and the daughter went out for the road trip, as I say, through the national park down to the coast. And on to Wollongong.
Pelican. What is it? It's a pelican. What is it? Pelican.
We stopped off somewhere, and I don't know the name of it. It definitely began with a letter from the alphabet. Definitely. I think it was in the latter half of the alphabet as well, if that helps anyone. Stanwell? No. Possibly. I don't know. Anyway, stopped off there for a bit of fluid. And a wander along the beach and a bit of a paddle to have a look at the wildlife in the ponds. Not ponds, rock pools. Yeah, so that was a beautiful day out.